Hello, and thank you so much for joining me. We are meeting today in the desert of Arizona. So excited to be here with you guys today. Today's class is going to run through sun salutations and some really fun traditional yoga poses. So whenever you're ready, all you need is your mat. I do have some cushions under my mat today because there are cacti needles all over the place, but if you also have sensitive knees or it's hard on your wrists to do certain poses, feel free to put any kind of cushion under your mat, a second mat or a blanket, anything like that. When you're ready, we will meet in a comfortable seated position on your mat with a straight spine. I invite you to place your hands on your knees, either facing down if you need to feel a little more grounded today, or palms facing up if you'd like to be a little more open to what the universe has in store for you. When you're ready, softly close your eyes. We will begin today's practice with some pranayama, moving breath and energy throughout the body. Once your eyes are closed, begin to notice your breathing. Don't try to alter it or change it in any way. Simply become aware of it. Aware of the temperature of your breath as you inhale. Aware of the temperature of your breath as you exhale. Letting go of anything you were doing before this practice, anything you have to do after this practice, and simply becoming present and aware. On your next inhale, begin to deepen your inhale and fill your belly all the way down into the deep depths of your belly. Might help to put your hand on your belly and feel it expand. Continue that inhale as you fill your rib cage and fill your chest all the way up to the top. And as you exhale, exhaling from your chest, from your ribs, and from your belly, releasing all that stale air inside. Inhaling, filling your belly, feeling it expand against your hand, bringing the air all the way down into the deepest parts of your abdominal, filling your rib cage, filling your chest, and exhaling as you empty out your chest, empty out your rib cage, empty out your belly. One more just like that on your own breath, fully filling your belly, filling your chest, filling your ribs all the way to the top. And exhaling to release all the stale energy. When you've completed your final, release your hands back down to your knees and allow your breathing to return to its natural state. Moving into Nadi Shodhana breathing, I invite you to open your eyes for this one. Placing your left hand, your thumb, and your finger together, representing you and the universe, coming together as one. Placing this hand, palm facing up, on your left thigh or knee. Your right hand, bringing your two peace fingers to your third eye. We will use the right thumb to close the right nostril. We will use the right ring finger to close the left nostril during this breathing. So taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Using your thumb, closing the right nostril, inhaling through the left. Using the ring finger, closing the left nostril, exhaling out the right. Inhaling through the right, closing the right, and exhaling the left. Inhaling through the left, closing your left nostril, and exhaling out the right. Continue to move through a few more rounds of Nadi Shodhana on your own breathing, alternating nostrils. Nadi Shodhana is used to connect the right and left hemispheres of our brain. Two more. On the last inhale, once you inhale, closing both nostrils and holding at the top. For 2, 1, and exhaling. Releasing your right hand down. Once again, taking a full breath in. And an audible exhale out. Beautiful. I hope you feel ready for the practice. I hope you've released all your stale energy and you are ready to be present in our practice. Beginning our warm-ups in our seated position. Inhaling both hands to the sky. Exhaling as you drop your right hand down to the mat, bringing the left hand across your head to the right side and stretching your neck to the left. Applying only light pressure to your head, really feeling that neck stretch. Oh, it feels so good. Remembering to breathe here. Releasing the left. Inhaling both hands to the sky. Exhaling, lowering left hand down, bringing right hand across the head, and stretching the head to the right. Only applying light pressure to the head, stretching all the way through your neck. Breathing here. On your next exhale, releasing your neck, releasing your hands down to the side, taking a moment to roll your neck out, doing a few neck rolls forward, and reversing direction, a few neck rolls to the back. Beautiful. Side to side. Yes, just getting some movement in that neck. Finding stillness once more. Inhale as you shrug your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale as you roll your shoulders down your back, bringing them together and back around to the front. Inhaling, shrugging the shoulders to your ears. Exhaling, rolling them down the back, squeezing your shoulder blades together and bringing them back to the front. One more like that. Inhaling, shoulders to your ears, squeezing them down your back together and to the front. Going the opposite way. Inhaling once more, shoulders to your ears and bringing them down the front as you exhale this time and back down to center. Inhale, shoulders to your ears, and exhale, rolling them down the front of your body, back to center. One more like that. Inhaling all the way to your ears, and exhaling down the front. Beautiful. Placing both hands on your knees, doing some seated cat-cows. Inhaling as you shine your heart through, lifting your chin to the sky, squeezing your shoulder blades together in the back. And exhaling as you curl everything in, bringing your back to the back of the room, your chin tucked in. And exhaling as you shine everything through. Inhale, curl everything in. Beginning to get movement in our spine. Last one, shining everything through, squeezing together in the back, bringing that belly button forward. And exhale, rounding everything down. Beautiful. Inhaling, both hands to the sky. Exhaling as you twist to the right, bringing the right hand back behind you as a second spine. Left hand to the right knee and twisting to the right. Using your inhales to lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown of your head. And using your exhales to deepen your twist. Continuing to breathe here. Continuing to use each breath to deepen this pose. Inhaling, arms back up to center. And exhaling as you bring left hand behind you as a second spine, right hand to left knee, and twisting to the left this time. Once again, using the inhales to lengthen the spine, lengthen through the crown of the head, and using your exhales to deepen your twist. Inhale back to center, arms to the sky. And exhale as you bring your arms down beside you, rolling over your knees, coming into a tabletop position. Taking a moment to set up your tabletop. Knees 2 fist distance width apart. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. Hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Beautiful. Beginning to take movement in this tabletop, circling your hips, circling through your wrists, taking whatever movement feels good to you here. This is your time to move, your time to awaken your body, going the opposite way if you're doing circles. Just warming everything up as you prepare for your movement. Finding stillness. Inhaling as you tuck your toes, lift your knees up off the mat, and come into your first downward dog of the practice. Taking a moment here to set up your downward dog. Once again, feet have 2 fist distance width apart. Heels can be up, heels can be down, whatever feels best for you. Shoulders externally rotated, arms externally rotated so you can reach back through, back towards your calves, gripping with your fingertips with the palms of your hand. Breathing here. Now, if at any point in time during this practice you need to take a break, I invite you to take a child's pose at any point in time. Remember to listen to your body and to do what feels good to you. Inhaling as you rise up on your toes, bending your knees, gazing between your hands, and slowly walking towards the top of your mat as you exhale, meeting in a forward fold. Putting as much bend in your knees as you need here. Continuing to breathe here. Grasping opposite elbows, allowing your body to dangle. Feel free to rock back and forth. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Beginning to focus on your intention of this class. Taking a moment here to set that intention for yourself, whether that's gratitude, patience, compassion, forgiveness, whatever you need today, setting that intention for the class, setting that intention for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, bringing that attention to the forefront. Releasing your hands back down to the mat. Inhaling as you bend, put a slight bend in your knees and slowly begin to curl all the way up. Letting your neck be the very last thing that rises. Bringing your hands out beside you. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose, palms facing forward. Taking a moment here, closing your eyes. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And an audible exhale out through the mouth. One more, just like that. Inhaling through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. When you're ready, softly blinking your eyes open as we begin to move through a sun salutation. Inhaling, hands to the sky. Exhaling as you put a slight bend in your knee, coming into chair pose, ensuring that your hips are rotated in, not out like this, rotating them into your chair pose. Looking down, can you see your toes? If not, bringing your knees slightly back, arms up to the sky. Full breath here. On your next exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bringing hands to your thighs, coming into a straight back. To the top of your calves. Straight back. Exhaling, hands down to the mat, stepping back one foot, and then the other, coming into planks pose. Inhale as you lower your knees down to the mat. And exhale as you slowly begin to lower your body down, keeping your elbows tucked in like a grasshopper, all the way down to the mat. Taking a full breath here. Inhaling as you rise up, shining your heart through for Cobra. Full breath here. On your next exhale, lowering back down to the mat once more, tucking your toes, rolling over your knees, coming in to downward dog. Inhaling as you step your left foot forward between your hands. Feel free to use your hand behind your calf to guide your foot, to bring it to the correct placement between your hands. Lowering back heel to the mat, bringing back foot to a 45-degree angle. And rising up, arms to the sky. Beautiful, feeling strong, feeling like a warrior in your warrior pose. Full breath here. If this pose is slightly challenging for you, feel free to shorten your stance. Bringing back foot in a little more, keeping that back foot at a 45-degree angle still. Arms up to the sky. Exhaling, lowering hands down to the mat, rotating back foot onto your toes, and bringing front foot to meet the back, coming into plank pose once more. Bringing knees to the mat. Slowly lower down to the mat, keeping your elbows tucked in for a modified tricep push-up. Inhaling, chest to the sky, opening your heart. Exhale as you lower down, tuck your toes, rolling over your knees, coming into downward dog. Taking a full breath here. Inhaling as you step right foot between your hands. Once again, feel free to guide with your hand on the back of your calf. Rotating back foot 45 degrees, lowering heel to the mat, rising up once more to your strong warrior. Taking a full breath here, feel free to close your eyes. Bring your gaze to the sky, to the ceiling. Circling back to your intention once more. On your next exhale, lowering your hands back down to the mat, rotating the back foot so you're on your toes once more, and stepping front foot to meet the back. Plank pose. Lowering your knees down to the mat, untucking your toes, and slowly keeping your arms tucked in, lowering down all the way to the mat. Inhale as you rise up to cobra, shining your heart through. And exhale as you lower down, untuck your toes, and rise up to downward dog. Full breath here. Inhale as you rise up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, and exhaling as you slowly begin to walk to the front of the mat. Taking a full breath here. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back, hands to shins. And exhale as you lower down, hands to the mat. Inhale as you bend your knees, rising all the way up, keeping your knees bent, coming into your chair pose once more. Arms to the sky, bending your knees, rotating your pelvis in, looking down, making sure you can see your toes. If not, bringing your knees slightly back. Enjoying this chair pose, feeling the burn in your legs. And inhale, hands to heart center, coming to a standing position. Full breath here. Beautiful. Releasing, hands down to your side once more for Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms facing out. Closing your eyes. Taking a full breath in through your nose. And exhaling, an audible exhale out your mouth. One more, just like that. Full inhale through the nose. Audible exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Inhaling, hands to heart center. We're going to go through the sun salutation one more time. I hope you've got the hang of it now. If at any point in time you need to take a child's pose, please feel free to do so. We're going to move through it a little bit faster this time. Inhaling, hands to the sky, bending your knees, coming into your chair pose, keeping your pelvis rotated. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhaling, stepping one foot back, then the other, coming into your plank pose. Holding that inhale as you lower your knees down to the mat, untuck your toes and slowly lower down, keeping your elbows tucked into the body. Exhale, rising up, cobra, shining that heart through. Inhale, lowering down to the mat, tucking your toes, rolling over your knees. Downward dog. Beautiful. Inhaling as you step your left foot through the hands, lowering back heel down to the mat, back foot 45-degree angle, and rising up to your warrior. Strong warrior, keeping a bend in that front knee. Full breath here. On your next exhale, lowering your hands back down to the mat, rotating back foot onto the toes, stepping front foot to meet the back. Inhaling here in your plank, holding that inhale as you lower your knees down to the mat and slowly lower down with your modified tricep push-up. Exhale, shining your heart through, rising up, keeping a slight bend in your arms for cobra. Inhale, lower down to the mat, untucking your toes, rolling over your knees, downward dog. Inhale, stepping right foot through, lowering back foot, back heel to the mat, 45-degree angle, and rising all the way up to your beautiful warrior. Keeping this bend in your knee. Taking a full breath here. On your next exhale, bringing your hands down to the mat, stepping front foot to meet the back, plank pose. Lowering your knees, modified tricep push-up all the way down to the mat. Shining your heart through for cobra. Beautiful. Inhale, lower your chest down to the mat, tucking your toes, rolling over your knees, downward dog. Full breath here. Inhale, rise up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, and exhale as you slowly walk towards the front of your mat for forward fold. Inhale as you bend your knees, rising all the way up into your chair pose. Hands to the sky, pelvis rotated in, holding this chair pose for a full breath. Allowing your legs to shake. If they're shaking, allow them to build strength and power to continue carrying you for a long time to come. Inhale as you rise all the way up, straightening your legs, hands to heart center. And exhale, hands out beside you, palms facing forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a moment here, once again, to close your eyes. Deep inhale through the nose. And audible exhale out the mouth. One more, just like that. Inhaling through the nose. Audible exhale out the mouth. Keeping your eyes closed, allow your breathing to return to its natural state. As you focus back on your intention once more. Your intention for this class, your intention for the day, your intention for the week. Blinking your eyes open, shifting your weight onto the left. I'm actually going to turn and face you for this one. Shifting your weight onto the left, bringing your right knee up into the chest, clasping your hands around your right knee and pulling it into your chest as you straighten your back. Breathing here, finding your drishti or point of focus, something unmoving, unwavering, directly in front of you that you can focus on. Breathing here. Feel free to use a wall or a chair for extra support if you need. On your next inhale, releasing your knee and crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Putting a slight bend in your left knee, hands to heart center, and leaning forward. Stretching that right sciatic nerve, the glutes, Holding here, finding that drishti, your point of focus. Building the strength in the left leg, allow it to shake. And inhale, up to standing, releasing right leg, down to the mat, releasing your hands, taking a moment, shaking your legs out. Bringing right sole of the foot as a kickstand onto the left, bringing the heel a little above the left ankle, toes down on the mat for a modified tree pose. Hands to heart center, allowing your right foot to act as a kickstand for balance. Option to stay right here. Option to bring your right foot a little bit higher off the mat, bringing it right under the knee, right above the knee, whatever position works best for you for your tree pose. Bringing hands to the sky, full breath in this tree pose, feeling strong and beautiful and powerful. Maybe smiling a little bit, remembering why you're here, remembering how much your body loves you. On your next exhale, releasing your hands down beside you, releasing your right foot, taking a moment to put some movement in your legs, shaking them out. Feel free to shake out your whole body if you'd like. Woo! All right. Shifting weight onto the right leg, bringing left knee into the chest, clasping your hands over the left knee, and straightening your back as you pull that left knee into your chest. Once again, finding your drishti, point of focus that's unwavering in front of you. Using a wall or a chair for stability if you need. Feeling that right leg shake or burn as it's building strength, building muscle, building power. Another full breath here. Releasing your hands, releasing your left foot, and crossing left ankle over right knee, placing a slight bend in your right knee, hands to heart center, with a slight lean forward. Once again, using a chair or a wall for extra stability. Inhaling back up to center, releasing your leg, releasing your arm, taking a moment to shake your legs out, bringing left sole of your foot in as a kickstand once more for your modified tree pose. Or, option, to bring it up higher, above your knee, under your knee, whatever works best for you today, whatever is a part of your practice today. Inhaling, hands to the sky, finding that drishti, that focal point directly in front of you. Feel free to play with the different options if that's in your practice today. And inhale, hands to heart center, releasing your hands down to the mat, releasing your legs, and shaking everything out once more. Woo! Feel free to get a drink of water if you'd like before we move down to the mat. Beautiful. When you're ready, bringing hands out, arms directly out in front of you, palms facing down, and very slowly as you can, begin to lower. Bending your knees, lowering down, 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 like you're riding an elevator, coming all the way down. When you reach the bottom, taking a moment to hug your knees, express appreciation and gratitude, and placing your hands behind you as you slowly come down to the mat. Turning long ways on your mat. Legs directly out in front of you. Toes facing up, pointing up, feet flexed. Inhaling, hands to the sky. Exhale as you fold forward, allowing your hands to fall where they may, whether that's on the mat, whether that's on your calves, whether that's your feet. Allowing your hands to fall wherever they may. Continuing to breathe here. With every inhale, lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the crown of the head, like someone has a string on the crown of your head and they're pulling you straight up. And as you exhale, deepen your fold, folding from your hips, ensuring you've got a straight back. Full breath here. Inhale as you release your hands up to center. And exhaling as you bring your legs out to either side and roll over your knees, coming into tabletop and all the way down flat on the mat. Placing your hands directly under your shoulders, forehead to the mat, elbows tucked in. Inhale as you rise up into your cobra. Keeping a bend in your elbows, not coming up to your fullest extent, right? Not king cobra, not all the way up here, but just a baby cobra. Allowing your core and your lower back to hold you. Full breath here. And exhale. As you release your forehead down to the mat once more, bringing your arms directly out in front of you. Arms reaching in front of you. Legs reaching out behind you. Inhale as you bring your arms and your chest up off the mat. Just your arms and your chest, keeping your legs, keeping your feet down on the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale as you bring your legs up off the mat, keeping your arms, keeping your chest down on the mat. Exhale, releasing your legs. This time as we inhale, we're going to bring both the front of the body and the back of the body, arms, chest, legs, thighs up off the mat. Inhale, bringing arms up, legs up, chest up, reaching forward, coming into Superman pose. Feeling strong, feeling like you could save the world. Full breath here. And exhale as you lower down. Beautiful. Allowing your forehead to rest on the mat for a moment. Bringing that third eye down to the mat. Full breath here. Inhaling as you bring your hands back beside you, under your shoulders, and push yourself up once again into tabletop. Bringing your legs out to the side, right or left, and reversing your rollover as you come back to your seated position. This time, scooting forward on your mat, coming all the way down to your back. Beautiful. Taking a moment to adjust here. Bringing your hands flat beside you, palms facing down on the mat. Bringing soles of the feet to the mat, crossing right ankle over left knee. And on your next inhale, lowering your right foot down to the mat. Bringing right arm out beside you, reaching all the way out, palm facing up, gazing towards that right hand, taking a spinal twist here. Allowing your breathing to begin to return to its natural state. Enjoying this twist. We don't often do many spinal twists or lateral use of the spine during our day-to-day functions, so it's really nice to incorporate them on the mat so we keep full mobility in our spine. Inhaling, legs back up to center, switching the cross of your legs, left ankle over right knee, bringing left foot to the mat, left arm out beside you, palm reaching, left cheek to the mat, gazing towards that left palm. Beginning to melt in to the mat, beginning to allow the earth to hold the weight of your body. Beginning to ground and connect your entire body to the energy of the earth. Inhaling as you bring your legs back to center, uncrossing your knees, bringing your legs straight out in front of you, allowing your feet to come to the outer edges, outer corners of the mat, allowing your feet to fall away as they may, bringing your arms out beside you, palms facing up, closing your eyes as you take your final Shavasana, corpse pose, allowing your breathing to return to its natural state, fully relaxing, fully melting into this pose, surrendering all your thoughts, all your worries, surrendering anything that's building up inside of you and letting it go right here, right now. Being strong enough and courageous enough to surrender. Relaxing all the way from your toes to your forehead. Circling once again back to the intention you set at the beginning of this practice. Allowing that intention to fill your body, to become a part of you. Carrying that intention with you once you leave the mat today. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like, as long as you're able to. I hope when you leave the mat today, when you carry on with the rest of your day, that you feel happy and healthy and worthy. Namaste, yogis.